Alright. Jesus Christ. I lead all of my recordings that way. I'm not enthused, but so be it. We've established a pattern. I am, in fact, flagrant angles, and we've got a not dead yet tournament match. Tournament being run by me, because I'm great. Great adjacent. Something like that. Anywho. Got a match between Jonny D and Bob199. It is in the losers bracket. And I forget. I feel like whoever wins this will have to fight Three-Headed Monkey, and then we will have grand finals, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not looking at the bracket, as you can see. So, yeah. Currently, we are waiting on Bob199 to do stuff. Okay. Alright, looks like this should be starting in a moment now. I have no idea who they're going to play. I believe Jonny D has mostly just been doing random lately, and Bob199 just plays a whole variety of people. So maybe Zane versus random. Nope, cannon battle. Get some very lovely Queens versus DeGray. DeGray might be first turn throw. No. Alright. Queen's got something in hand to get stuff started. Oh, and then gets bunked. Although, now they set that card down, if Bob follows up, there won't be any moral high ground damage. Well, yeah, there won't be. Top deck to Gray's love is life. Yeah, as I recall, Bob199 at one point or another was pretty renowned as a DeGray player, particularly top deck DeGray. Ooh, undercuts the 3 cross up with the Patriot Mirror. We're into it. Let's see if Coins has enough cards to keep things going. Actually chooses to use Patriot Mirror. Oh, he's got 2 truths. We Gucci. Into back 749. Oh, well, he's getting a 7. That's how I'd read that. Okay. Takes a 7 and 6. Solid. No bigs. Do we see a dodge 7? Or maybe a dodge 6? Dodge 6. Now, do we throw with a 7, or do we have another shitty thrower like a queen? Or even another ace? Looks like we have another ace. Okay, Jonny is going pretty low on cards, but on the plus side, it's mitigating moral high ground. From here, yeah, 100% positive spin. Jonny does like his Q spins, but it's probably also the only spin he has at hand. As DeGray, frankly, I would attack into it. Even if it's a dodge, you're going to bleed him of cards. I would have chosen like a 2. I can't take it all back now. But yeah, see, Jonny just poked in order to build a hand a little bit. Spin the queen again. Okay. You might block here. Or play the queen. That's delicious. Bob had the same idea that I did. My favorite part is Jonny can actually spin this, because the queen throw is still faster than a 10 throw. But you wouldn't, because it does more damage to the side, costs fewer cards, and knocks down. Alright, we don't have anything else in hand, so now we're back to the neutral game. Which, in this matchup, is not... Really, it's only terrifying because DeGray can do so much damage. Otherwise, like speed-wise, not a big deal, because DeGray is not that much faster than you are. 0.2 on the normals, which often is enough, but Quince can dodge forever. Granted, so can DeGray with his ace, but he's gotta get that first. Ooh. It's like an ace-seeking throw. And he just attacks 5 on there, so that to me screams, I don't have any face cards, so I'm just gonna take damage where I can. Oh. Nope, just doesn't care if he's standing. Okay. I would throw his Jonny. Well, depending on what I threw with, would have been alright. Okay. We don't have any more spins, but we have gotten Bob down a little bit. Let's see if Jonny can really close up the match. Ooh, gets a critical block off. By critical, I mean Quince is card hungry. And we've still got a lower hand than DeGray. That won't be true after this. Well, it likely won't be true after this. Oh, those are filthy piles. Actually, fun interaction. I've never seen it happen, but I would love to. Quince's, Righteous Zeal, his queen attack, beats point counterpoint. And I really love that. I've always been fond. There was one point or another, I was playing a DeGray and I revealed Q-spin and they bunked me and I just attacked with a 6. Like, functionally, they had to have played Pile Bunker there for me, or a throw, which you would never really do on Q-spin. But functionally, if they played any attack, Pile Bunker was the only one they could have played where they would have lost. So I really took some risks. But I should stop talking about me. Right now, Bob dodged a 5 and into a Pile Bunker. Jonny D did not have a joker. Oh no. Lost an ace, DeGray gains 2 aces, the flex on tax doesn't trigger. This is the opposite of a position we wanted to be in. The plus side, since we're still lower than Bob, of course I side with the Quince players, guys. Get it together. But since Jonny D has fewer cards, we're still not in danger of... Jesus. He's getting flips from the gods. We're still not getting moral high ground. Alright, we dodge a 7, forcing DeGray to spin it. Oh, Jesus, I hope that's a joker. Because if not, 29 points of damage, leaving Jonny D at 15. Now, when I played Bob, I felt like he was really like, the obvious play at this point is like basically a king or a normal into king. I feel like Bob, however, is going to throw. I feel like Jonny D is going to queen attack. I was wrong on both counts. I preferred my mental rendition of this combat, but it's okay. Bob played much more reasonably in the sense that his jack is going to defeat anything Quince plays, well, any attack Quince plays outside of consent of the governed. Alright. Jonny dodging it, cottoning on to Bob's maneuvers. Okay. Bob finds the second joker. The unfortunate part now is, even if Jonny D finds his jokers, they're not useful as anything other than gold bursts. Well, they could be useful as blue bursts if, for whatever reason, Bob dodged something. Alright. The very thing I was talking about. Okay. We do have some aces now. And unfortunately, since there's still two more in the discard, he doesn't have lethal off of consent of the governed. But depending on what he picks up, he might be able to power up to get it, provided he survives long enough. Well, there's the other joker. As Bob, I would be perfectly fine with giving it to him now because his health total is so low that, like I said, almost anything that Bob hits Jonny with won't matter. Unless, Jonny D gold bursts again. But as I recall, well, I feel like Bob might have another ace. It might come out now. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Well, if he did have an ace, he probably had an ace. But maybe he didn't. Jonny D being real cautious about kings and jacks specifically. Blocking a queen is also going to be terrible because it'll do so. Oh, goodbye. And then Bob199, Bob Numbers, as he is sometimes referred to, takes the first match over Jonny D. What a riveting performance. Ghost Coon. Somehow DeGray won a match. It's intriguing to me. I wonder if Jonny D counterpicked. There's no telling. Who would you even use to counterpick DeGray? Honestly, I'd probably just go to Rook. I'd possibly go to Valerie. I feel like Valerie, though, is a sketchy proposition. Rook, I feel like that's probably just an even matchup, and I don't mind playing Rook. Well, honestly, if I were switching, otherwise I would just play Quince against DeGray. If you can get spins going, you Gucci, which is why, to some extent, I don't really mind. I don't mind taking a couple hits in the beginning, even with moral high ground, as long as I'm able to get enough cards in hand to keep things going. Jonny goes to Minelker. Mean Elker. We'll see if hand destruction? I don't know, that seems like it would favor DeGray. Oh. Bob really thought Bone Cracker's coming. Jonny thought, I'll poke you with this 2 into a straight? Yeah. Get an ace, draw a card, force DeGray to get rid of a card with Gucci. DeGray gets rid of a 10th row. Nothing too exciting there. And now they, Jonny D technically has a larger hand size, but they're pretty even. But Minelker barely has any life, so any moral high ground is devastating. On the plus side, Minelker's queen beats every attack from Bob on the another 2 attack. That's so funny. Pokes him right through the eye. Oh, and then we combo into a queen. Why not? Obliterate his hand. Bob199 gets rid of a slow throw again. Jonny D pumps with a slow throw. Okay. Now Minelker's got the life lead. Ooh. Okay. Minelker throws. Well, actually, they both throw. Minelker's just faster. Use faster range throw, and it just has the faster throws. Bob199, remarking upon his deplorable situation. Just pile bunker. It'll save you. Ooh, or by which I mean get crossed up, yo. Okay. We just tack on that 11 damage. Why not? Yeah, 14 damage out of 2 cards. Even drew a card off the normal. That's 7 damage per card. Pretty alright. We're into it. We take that. Now against the Bone Cracker? Jonny, this is devastating. If children were watching, they would learn what erotica is. Okay. Now his hand is completely dead to Queen. And why not attack on the damage? Although that makes Bob's plays make a little bit more sense when you have like the 2 7s in there, but everything else he had was good. He drew a block. So in fact, not dead, 2 queens anymore. She still gets punched to the block though. It's like 2 whole chip damage. What they do. Bob thought maybe you'll throw me. Jonny D thought maybe I'll poke you. I mean, it still beats point counterpoint, loses to the king, but so what? It's not going to get much more than 10 damage off of it. Since, you know, it's an ender. Doesn't go further than that. Well, Jonny D with the very convincing perfect. And we do wanna. Oops. Let's do one of these. I'm cheering him on. Now who does Bob counterpick with? Oh, Zane? That's reasonable. I personally would have gone Gwen, but that's because I don't play Zane. For a multitude of reasons, one of which being I'm bad at it. Ooh, opening Bone Cracker. Get wrecked, Zane. You don't need 2. Yeah. Now he's dead to a 3 cross up unless he draws another ace. Or, you know, well, if he draws an ace, a 2, a 3, or a king. Or actually a jack. Man, he's got a lot of things that'll prevent him from being dead to a 3 cross up. And it's precisely for that reason that I don't find his block distribution to be all that powerful. Well, there's the king. Where's the jack? Well, Minelker, you can take like 1 hit before you die, so good night. Do we have a queen? Bob thought so. Jonny thought, I'll block. Beautiful. Well, did not capitalize. Okay. Bob continues to dodge. Jonny D continues to be like, I'll put some cards in hand. I'm Gucci. I need the damage to fuck you up. Which is kind of true. Because once Zane lays a finger on you, you're going to lose whatever you touched, and also all of your fingers. I don't know, he collects them. It's what he stole Midori's scales. Of course he collects other people's bones. Okay, Bob could have won by just turning that around. But why not a dodge? Does he have another jack? Another king in hand? We get good nans, but not for a dodge. Or at least I think they're decent hands. Milling a 5 throw, not my favorite, but Zane has a multitude of throws that will undercut. Well, he has 2 ranks of those that will undercut Jonny D's. 7. Oh dear. That's quite a bit. What is that? 40? Well, that's on brand for Manelker. How many combo points is the Jack? 3? Okay. Okay, we pick up a king. Why not? You know, like, the queen isn't, strictly speaking, more powerful. Ooh, gets him with the mix-up. Am I gonna just straight up play king? Oh, looks like we're developing aces here. I would personally, depending on what was in Jonny D's hand, take out an ace and then, into oblivion it. Now, Bob has a good throw, a bad throw, a very meaty attack, and an excellent ender. And in addition to even an odd cross-up if he managed to knock Jonny D down. Oh, just straight up plays that. Okay. Kind of a please don't attack me while I'm knocked down situation. Jonny D was like, that's cool. I want more cards. I wanna put them all up in my giblets. All up in my Manelker braid. Uh-oh, gets dodged. On the plus side, Bob doesn't have a whole lot in hand to super capitalize on this. Then again, he did just get a jack. So Manelker's late bar might in fact disintegrate despite Jonny D's pretty decent play so far. I say pretty decent because I'm not good at judging either one of these characters. So I'm covering my own ass. Okay, Jonny blocks even because he knew Bob had to even cross up. Pretty reasonable. Straightforward, if you will. Okay. Bob's basically at a low hand prison, but he could easily go back. Uh-oh. You see a crash bomb. I think that's the first one. It is, in fact, the first crash bomb. We also haven't seen any 7s from Zane. Considering the multitude of times we've looked in his hand. Unthrown. Okay, Jonny found a queen, plays queen. Why the hell not? Does he pump it? Okay. Yeah. Pump it at least once. Do 12. Get him down to 21? We get him down to what, 16? 17. Okay. Now Jonny, if you hit with an ace and have another. Oh my god, Bob. With the psychic throw. Jonny, do you... Ooh, those are garbage nans for throw. I wonder if it's Joker or if he's just like tricking Bob while trying to. It is a Joker. Manelker needs to live. That's excellent. So currently, throw into ace-ace will not be lethal. Of course, we know Zane doesn't have ace-ace right now. Oh, blocking the 7 I was mentioning. The notable absence for him. Okay. Another crash bomb. Those bombs, yo. Now we're really close. Does Jonny have a queen? And does Bob just play a joker, a king, or a dodge? Uh-oh. Well, if Jonny doesn't have to use the joker, he's functionally dead. Okay, we got 13, 20, he does have the other joker. He's standing and alive. He's got a lot of cards. Things are completely tied in terms of life totals. Oh, was gonna say it's often the no cards, fewer cards, but then I forgot shenanigans. Okay, we chuck an ace. We get 3 chip damage. Chip him out. Do the taboo tactic. Ooh. Does he now have? Oh, waited for it? That's disgusting. Because there are 2 in there, so now he has to. Oh. Actually, that's really clever. Because if he didn't have it in hand, then Jonny D would know it's fake. Uh-oh. Well. I don't think there's anything Bob can do to kill him, but he can certainly just take that 9 damage and be solid. Let's see, it's a jack in hand, and then 9 damage and advantage. Okay. Jonny powers up the Q again. Probably. I have no idea. As Bob, I would super want to dash, and as Jonny, I would super want to play the queen. Queen or just a throw. It's all up to how Bob interprets and makes it. Well, really, it's up to how both of them got ourselves a 50-50 sort of situation. Oh no! That was well done. I liked it. The fearless 7th throw. I also like it because it's going to beat a throw from Jonny as well. Okay. We see Jonny counterpick Bob with Geiger, which I think is a kind of a back and forth situation. It really depends on if you play Gears Out. I feel like if you play like a pretty but like I was saying, Geiger's typical style is build up a shit ton of cards and then let loose under temporal distortion. However, you can play what armed pirate called Gears Out style of Geiger, his guide, and that was basically like play your good moves and fuck people up. Bob is playing a very dodgy Zane, and that's going pretty well for him. However, he did have some shitty hands there where he got rid of 2, which is critical for undercutting Geiger's Jack. And then, of course, he also milled the Joker. Then, once again, stays on the dodging and dodges Jonny D's Joker. Tucks him down again with the Jack and pulls off the Nans. Did lose a 9, so that's some good damage going. Let's see, does Jonny have a king? And does he play it and get dodged again? Does he block? Does he just get thrown? Now, if that were me, I would have been thrown. 100%. But he had a king. It's like, once again, I'm just going to play my good cards. Because why not? They're good cards. Jonny, do you just block here? Well, if you had, you wouldn't run into this unfortunate bomb. Watching Zane play makes me sick. Sick! Because he's such a b-hole. But, I mean, Bob's stuck with normal play. Well, normal in the sense of that was a super block because it's the same suit and everything. But Bob's just sticking with the normal stuff. You're knocked down, play your reversal. Just so happens Zane has, the best reversal. in the game. Alright, we just check a time spot right into your throw. You don't need that, buddy. I think Bob is trying to capitalize on his dodges. Like how many attacks of Johnny's did he dodge? He's like, yeah, you're probably gonna block. Ruh-roh. Looks like I don't know what Johnny was trying to hit with. I mean, clearly, literally only a throw 7 or 9 attack. That's it. That's all you would beat. Okay, 2, 3, queen, jack? Nope, 9, okay. That's some good damage. Do we see a creator and destroyer come out? We don't. Either Bob doesn't care about doing it because Johnny doesn't appear to be playing the style of Geiger that relies on that, or ooh la la, get the temporal distortion up. Considering everything he has in discard, unless he has one hell of a hand, I don't think he can kill Bob. But if he can, I'll be really into it. Ruh-roh. Bob just taking the risk. What have you got in hand? Anything I should be worried about? Probably not. Okay. Hey, good damage. We'll convert. What is that, 33? Oh. Okay. But does he have it, though? Okay, he definitely has it. He's got Cycloid on board. And does he have all 3 aces? Or not all 3. Okay, we use some research and development. Pull another card in hand. Now here's the thing. Does Jonny D go for a cross-up into a bazillion damage because of aces and possibly another time spiral? Does he just play Cycloid? Uh-oh. He did go for the cross-up. Bob was like, I ain't having none of that. Mills, his other Joker, which all told is really not as bad in this matchup. I mean, it's not great, but since Geiger has TD, or temporal distortion, that prevents Jokers from bursting damage from time spirals. Is he dead from that? No, not quite, but fucking close. But anyway, because the Jokers won't prevent damage from time spirals under temporal distortion, Jokers are a little bit less valuable as blue bursts against Geiger. Plenty valuable as gold bursts. Well, depending on the quality of your aces. I don't think the throw from Jonny D was all that wise. I think Bob was clearly going to go for a 9 or a crash bomb. Because it wouldn't matter. Geiger can't do 30 damage in one attack. Well, without pumping. Okay, Jonny D flees to Quince. Let's see if he plays this matchup better than I do, because I play it like garbage and die. And as we've seen, Bob plays a very heavy, or seems to play a very heavy dodge throw, particularly in the early game, or at least against me, probably because I'm defensive as shit. Jonny D gets a nice block off, builds his hand. Bob also gets a card, and we're back to neutral, which is always scary for Quince, and particularly scary against Bob. Not Bob, Zane. Also Bob. We see the dodging commence. I like the way Bob capitalizes on how intimidating it is for Quince players, or honestly for anyone who's not a grappler, because Zane's dodge throw kind of neutral mix-up is pretty good against the majority of the cast. Basically, not that good against grapplers, a little bit less good against Valerie. Alright. Well, Johnny gets a lot of cards. I'll tell you, one of my favorite things to do is attacks, and then goal burst. You get so many cards. It feels like Christmas. Uh-oh. 6, 7, Queen, Jack, or 9? 15, 22, 29 damage. Oh, oh, oh. That's it. I demand changes be made to Zane, and I demand those changes be Zane has 12 life. Oh. Jonny D correctly guessing that, or I would guess that Bob wants cards, was hoping this intimidation would be enough to stifle any aggression from Jonny D, but Jonny D just goes in. Throws him. What have we got? J-spin? Queen spin. Really, really tempting Bob to attack. Of course, we attacks. Now, what does Jonny D do here? Attack with Patriot Mirror, dodge, play the Queen. Personally, I would dodge or play Patriot Mirror. Well, I would play the wrong thing. Jonny D is like, nah, I think you still want cards, so I'm straight up gonna throw you. Let's see if he pumps. Depending on what's in hand, he totally can. Alright, get rid of 4s. It's a nice dodge, but you got it on 3s too. You're solid. I mean, let's be frank. Quinns has 5 ranks of dodges. Well, effectively 4. Well, kind of 5. He's always going to use 2 truths to pull back, probably face cards, and possibly other dodges, so he cycles them back in. See, right there, pulls in a 3. Queen 10 versus 683. You give him 683, 100%. In my opinion. Queen does too much damage, and the taxes. Oh, I don't agree with Bob on that one. Alright, we immediately play that. We attacks. We've got another Queen, I believe. Yep, Queen of Hearts was revealed. Does he play it raw again? I feel like Jonny D would. Zane, Bob, rather, as Zane, has enough cards to kind of go in. Nope, he's like, I will shove a Patriot Mirror into your face. Now, the life totals are tied. Jonny D, depending on what he has in hand, has the unlosable mix-up of dodge 5, while dodge odd attack, dodge odd normal attack. He's going to tell him, don't attack. Really wants cards. We're getting low, so we need to refuel, especially because we're going to lose 2 here. Oh my god, he spun? How did I not notice this? Well, he keeps spin going. That to me screams he doesn't have an odd normal attack. We reveal another J. Also, cycling back, while Zane was knocked down, if you do go for positive spin with J-spin, an easy way to get cards is basically block. He attacks blocks. If they block, then you can get up to 3 cards, depending on how you want to maneuver, and if you're okay with running J into a block. If they attack, lead your jack, attack side, spin, get a card. Yada yada yada. Boom. Bob going on the offensive, poking out a queen. Jonny D immediately laying a face down there. Oh, and Bob calling it. On the plus side, it did successfully mitigate damage, it just didn't trigger and give him cards, which is uncomfortable. Jonny D going for a whole slew of things that just lose to attacks. On the plus side, with Miller King. Alright, we got 8 damage, 17. There's the other Joker. Creator and Destroyer. Not at all. I don't think I like the double joker situation there. And then Bob going for the cruelty throw on knockdown. Well, there goes his joker, so that's what he gets for being mean. Do we combo into that 3? We do. Got another jack? We do. 12 to 18 damage. Okay. What has Zane got in the old discard pile arena? I would block. Oh, I have no idea. I'd probably block Honest Johnny and then get crossed up at 2. Let's see. Nope. He wakes up crazy as Mad King is always recommended. Wake up with the Queen. You gonna throw me? I'm gonna punch you in the dick. With a very slow attack that you could have easily devastated with your usual shenanigans. Now, they are at tied life totals, back to neutral. We're spinning a J again. Does he go for the risky? Does he throw? Does he go for the risk pickles, if you will? Does he want to taste that bite? I don't know what kind of mixed metaphor I'm pouring into your ears, but thank God he didn't go for it. Although I've been noticing some people throwing on Jason turns, particularly when they are fast, and I think it's clever because if you lead the Jack attack side first, which most people do, then you don't get a card, you deal 9 damage, you don't knock down. So you can really mitigate, you can take to some degree the teeth out of the Jason. What if spinning now another J? Oh, King. It's interesting seeing Johnny not use the case fin earlier, and I can't tell if it's just because he didn't have it in hand, or because he actively chooses not to because it's just less effective against Zane. Oh. Zane has a Joker, so he can potentially live through this, but if Johnny has... Okay, goes for Picture Mirror. I hope he has a 5 or a 7 attack. And either a Queen or a Jack. No Jacks. He could have a Queen. Well, if he plays a 5, then he can have a 6 as well. Really? No, Queen is actually the best solution. Because that way, if he wins with a normal, he can combo into it and kill. Oh. Or just do that. Okay. Jonny D manages to win the second game in a beautiful set. And by set, I mean match. Okay. Jonny D confirms no odd normal. That blows. Let's see. Does Bob go for Geiger? The Ultra Quince counterpick? Or does he stick with Zane, who is just a strong character and has a strong enough vortex against Quince? Since Quince literally has no attack option to get out of meaties. Okay. Dealy, dealy doo, diddly doo. Oh, Bob goes for the Valerie counter pick. Depending on what. Okay. I've been playing more Val lately, and I feel like, by and large, if I have an ace in hand, I will almost always check with it. Otherwise, if I feel like the other player is particularly defensive, I will throw or block. I feel like that's kind of first turn Valerie stuff. I could be wrong. There's the ace. Trying to trick Jonny. I like it. You block to be like, I'm just gonna keep blocking. And your opponent's like, oh, I better throw her before she develops a hand and can murder me. But instead, chucks the ace out. There's no telling if it was top deck or not, but you know what? It's beautiful. Okay, do we have the burst of speed? We do. But we did force her to use it, so we can move that. Alright, just gets the throw, so now we're gonna go for the hot buttered cross-up situation. And Valerie is a fan of 3 cross-up. Is Sean just playing ace? Oh no, strikes up just blocks. Bob's like, I don't have the cards to go in, or I just don't want to give you more cards. What does Jonny do? He dodges, thinks an attack's coming. Bob is clearly developing a hand, right? Because he's a weird Valerie hand. Playing Valerie more, I realize what Valerie hands are, and it kills me. You'd be like, I've got 3 kings and all 4 twos. Like what do? And no throws. And no blocks. I'm like, what? I mean, that didn't exactly happen to me earlier, but something very similar to it. I had like 2, 2, 3, 4, Jack, Jack, King. I was like, I want to block. Just poke with 2s and hope Midori doesn't kill me. Uh-oh. Use the king to get right in. Jonny D tries to, bold strokes. Tries to throw the block he thought was coming. But Bob, he flipped the script. Okay. Do we face down? What do? What do, Jonny D? Making a decision. Making it seem like he definitely has one. Does Bob199 respect it, or is it like it was all a cleverly crafted ruse and uses the 7 to lure out a joker? Oh, look at these little baby normals. Okay. 4, 12, 18 damage then? Okay. Jonny really came away from that pretty well. Yeah, this is another thing I feel like happens a lot with Valerie players. You play a normal string, get an ace, immediately play the ace. Why not? Because either they think you're going to be tricky and you just win combat, or they are. Right, Jonny D keeps trying to throw Valerie, Jonny D keeps trying to throw Bob. Bob has clearly switched his modus operandi. Yeah, I pretend to know Latin. Actually, I don't even think that's a valid use of it in this context, but whatever. The way Bob is operating has shifted, and Jonny D needs to get on board. Now that I like. Play a fast attack, so if she plays something slow, she does have to use burst of speed. Or, ideally, just beat her throw on the RPS triangle. Okay. We go for a delicious king spin. Which to me screams, I'm gonna punch out a throw. I would be correct. You fast, honey cakes, but my foot is better than your fingers? Your paintbrush. Okay. Bob thought there might have been maybe a straight after that, a 5-6 queen pump pump for a nice 28 damage. Jonny D was like, I'm good with winning combat, doing damage, drawing a card, and keeping spin. I don't need to take you at your Joker word. Or, as we might say, the joke's on you. Stupid. Now, do we play the king honestly, or do we try and attack again? That's the question. I'd be really amused if Bob does like a 5 attack. He doesn't. Goes for the 9, screaming that he has burst of speed, because that's the only way he was going to beat the case spin. Okay, now we got the 7. How many of them has he played? 3, so it's reasonable. We haven't come across the 2 truths yet, so that's another reason for him to be hoarding cards. Alright, Jonny has evened this up. Life and hand sizes are approximately even. Oh, well, now Jonny has the edge. I hope he pulls back a 7. 7 and maybe a 6. Yeah, this will work. Oh, ew. Okay, you're gonna get. I think you can get the 10-7-5. Oh, no. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, does he attack yet again? Is Bob obstinate and keep throwing? Bob isn't. They each switch just in time. So Jonny D gets a card, wins combat, maintains spin unless Bob has another Joker. He doesn't. Doesn't bother faking because the vast majority of the time, if it's a Quince player, they will at least use some kind of throw. That way, if it's Joker, they don't lose much. If it is, or rather, if it is a Joker, they don't lose much, and if it isn't, they still get spin, and you're knocked down, which is convenient for literally all of the spins. Okay, we play the King Raw again, dodge a 4. Bob keeps hoping to now sniff out Jonny's attacks. He's also, I will say, something Bob is doing here is he is mitigating damage. Because Jonny can't combo into anything when he dodges. The best you can get is Consent of the Cavern, fully pumped. The next best is, I would say, probably just Raw Queen, and then depending on the circumstances, Queen Pump Pump. Queen Pump Pump actually does more damage, but regular Queen knocks down, and it's more helpful for continuing spin. So unless you just need to get rid of a bunch of cards, or the damage is incredibly helpful for some reason or another, generally go for Righteous Zeal over Righteous Tumbler. Okay. We got J-Spin, attacks blocks, so now, attacks or blocks again. Okay. I have no idea what the hell Jonny's trying to signal to Bob. Okay. We dodge a 3 attack despite totally winning because we still want knockdown, or he's got something delicious to combo into, possibly Patriot Mirror. Okay. We're going. Now he goes for Queen Pump Pump, really doing the damage, which is perfectly fine. especially because now Bob is once again is actually illegal to another queen pump. Whereas if he had played just queen, or rather just righteous zeal, he would not be. Okay, we don't have any more taxes. What are we gonna do? Jonny, I would hardcore throw. Thank God Jonny doesn't listen to me. Okay. This to me screams, I must have the queen pump up, possibly Patriot Mirror. Or a throw and another spin. Okay. Jonny D has won. Alright, now we've got ace match. Now does Bob switch his kind of pick or stick with Val? Maybe he goes back to DeGray. He won that matchup earlier. Zane's pretty, like we covered earlier, Zane's just a good character. Has a solid vortex on Quince, but the reverse is also kind of true. You can go with the tried and true counter pick of Geiger, since if you're able to build up quickly enough, or before Quince can kill you, you will basically checkmate him. Oh. Bob taking his time, thinking about it. Let's see where he lands. Okay, goes back to DeGray. Carousel complete. It all comes full circle, baby. I like it, Jonny D. Chuck out a jack. It's gonna beat a 2-point counterpoint. Really, the only things it loses to are dodge, king, jack. Okay. Well, Jonny uses this Q spin and tax on attacks to really get a lot of cards. Probably hoping that Bob doesn't have a whole lot to go into, even if he, wins. Oh, he kind of does though. That's 18. It'd be 20 if it's on Joker. Alright. There we go. Okay, 2 trues. We put the good stuff back in hand. Alright, we got a whole lot of Flagstone taxes. I think you give him the JJ, 100%. Oh, just kidding. Well, Bob and I disagree. Then again. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Jonny pokes out a pile bunker with Patriot Mirror. takes the Patriot Mirror setup. We've got a lot of cards, and we've got a lot of damage we can do. This is especially true because he has the Queen in hand, so he can convert the Queen into a lot of things. Retro. I would almost take the 7 attack to build Bob's hand. Then again, giving Degree more options is probably terrible. Okay, we use another 2 troops and get some stuff back. Right, a king, jack, and a 7. Alright. Reasonable. Okay, he's getting a jack and a 7. At least in my opinion, in my estimation. Then again, 7s are not. Queens and 7s are not that terrifying to degrade because of point counterpoint. But even so, I've only got so many. Jonny D. Okay. Jack 7, friend. 100%. Should have been. Well, depending on what he wants. Okay, that's 3 sets of truths down. So Jonny has to hope that he can fucking. For one, that he can get in, and then he can sustain spin until Bob dies. Bob can go into like 5, 6, 7 jack, get an ace, do a shit ton of damage. I mean, it comes down to what Bob has in hand, but he can potentially convert hardcore. Okay, we go 5, 6, 10, so that's 21 normally, and plus 4 more. Oh, doesn't matter, mitigated. Okay. Not a great situation, since Jonny D now has 6 more cards than Degree, or rather, than Bob. But, if you can avoid getting hit, then it doesn't matter, does it? Does he attack with the Patriot Mirror? Well, thank God, because it would have been right into a Dodgerino. Okay. Does Jonny go for the throne to try and catch the thing? Does he play an attack to try and just flip that king around? Okay. What do? Alright. Bob was trying to catch a throw there. He didn't, but point counterpoint somehow still wins combat. Jonny D playing face down? Is it real? Damn, he's really coming into his kings. I guess ultimately it doesn't matter over much because, well, actually I think it kind of does. King is the fastest attack in the matchup, so keeping it around for certain situations is, I think, a good idea. But I mean, I guess if we just convert damage and kill them, so that the circumstances don't arise, that's better. You know, like that. That's a nice 15 damage. Jonny D is now at 27. we're not in a good position. Jonny D has really been doing a dodge throw, kind of wavering between those two options, and Bob is really doing an attack dodge. Alright, Jonny goes back to his roots. Dodges! Yes, into a queen. Okay, we are now only 32 points of damage behind Queen. Queens can make that up roughly in one combat, depending on what he has in hand. Typically not really off. Well, do enough off of Jack. Let's see if Bob tries to avoid giving him cards or not. As Jonny, I would want to be really risky and throw here. Oh, yes. Jonny and I are peas in a pod. And we get rid of Troublesome Rhetoric. Now we go to a 6. Oh, nope. Queen Pump Pump. We'll take 24. And he gets rid of the 10, too. Look at that. We're back to even. And the hand sizes aren't even like that egregiously different. Oh, the last of the truths. Okay. Okay. You can give me all of my face cards or a queen or a 7 and an ace. Oh my god, either one is terrifying. I lean towards the 7 and the ace, depending on what Bob has in hand. We know he has an ace. Because I feel like since Bob gave Jonny the pile with the ace and the 7, that likely means that Bob has a 7 in hand. Or he just really thought he was going to be able to bunk. You don't even need to. Now we're in a bad spot. Okay. Now, to me, based on like how I'd be reading this, Bob basically is a mix between ace dodge, 7. I feel like Jonny, I don't know. Jonny, it's so scary to attack you because the gray is actually faster. Uh-oh. Jonny, you could have just turned that around. Okay, we take our 4 chip damage, we get another card. How sick would it be if Degree's Moral High Ground applied to chip damage? Stupid, right? Oh. Yeah, I sometimes have dumb thoughts. It's okay. Or just amusing ones. Well, that's good night. GG's, well played. Alright, Bob will advance over Jonny D. Doing pretty alright with that. With getting the jokers. Mm-hmm. Oh, a hand with 3 twos. Actually, that kind of sucks. It's kind of nice to have like 2 in hand really at any given time, but 3, it's clogging up your hand. Because you can't use them for anything, you have to wait until there are more shit in your discard in order to use them. Anywho, I'm going to end the recording. Once again, Flagrant Eagles. And we do love ourselves some Yumi. So keep watching. All 4 of you? I might be overestimating my viewership. Good night.